Hello dear students, welcome back. I hope you have appeared the exam successfully. So from today onwards, we are going to pick up the chapters which will be included in your second term. So in today's class, we are going to take up a new chapter, chapter number 8, body movements. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the movement of our body parts, how different parts of our bodies are moved and by the help of which part the movement is performed. Above this, we are also going to learn about the movement that is performed by different animals that are found in our surrounding. The movement of the body parts in human being is performed by the help of two different systems. The first one is the skeleton system and the second one is the muscular system. The skeletons that are present inside our body are of different fragments or different parts. These small bones, they are connected at different parts. The parts where different bones are joined or connected, we call it as joints. So let us first take up and discuss about these joints. Joints are the portions where two bones meet. These joints are divided into different types depending upon their nature and characteristics. Broadly, we can divide these joints into two types. The first one is movable joint and the second one is immovable joint. So let us see what is a movable joint and what is immovable joint, and let us see the different types of these joints again. Movable joints are the type of joints which allow the movement of body parts, while the other immovable joints are the type of joints which doesn't allow the movement of that body parts. So let us see the different types of movable joints one by one. The first type of movable joint is the ball and socket joint. In this ball and socket joint, one ball-like end of one bone will be fitted in a cup-like structure end of another bone. This type of bone allows the movement of body parts in every direction, in all the directions. These bones are generally present in the shoulder and that of the hip, because of which we are able to move our hand in any direction whichever we want. So this ball and socket joint is a type of joint which allows the movement of body parts in all directions. Now let us see the second type of movable joint. The second type of movable joint is the pivotal joint. The pivotal joint allows the rotation of a particular part of the body where it is present. It is present in the neck portion, because of which we are able to rotate our hand in any direction. So this is about the pivotal joint. Now let us come to the next type of movable joint. The next and the last type of movable joint is the hind joint. The hind joint is a type of joint which allows the movement of the body parts only in one direction. It is present in the knee as well as in our elbow. So the presence of this hind joint allows the movement of this arm in only one direction. It can be moved upward and it can be moved up to this position. This hind joint doesn't allow the movement of the arm in the downward direction. So here, the hind joint is allowing the movement of the body part only in one direction. So such type of joints which allow the movement of body parts only in one direction, we call it as the hind joints. So these are the three different types of the movable joint. Now let us come to the next type of the joint, that is immovable joint. Immovable joints are the type of joints which help in fixing or joining two different bones but doesn't allow the movement of the body parts. For examples, in our skull, the skull is not made of only one single bone. It is made of small plate-like bones which are joined together by the help of immovable joints. Because of the presence of these immovable joints, these small plates that are present in our skull, they are not able to move. So these joints are the type of joints which doesn't allow the movement of the body parts but helps in joining two different bones together. Above this movable and immovable joint, one other type of joint is present in our body, which is known as slightly movable joints. The slightly movable joints are present in between the small bones that are present in our backbone. These slightly immovable joints help in the slight movement of the body parts, but it doesn't allow the complete movement of the body. So these are the things that we learn about the joints. Now, let us come to the skeleton system that is present inside our body, which helps in the movement of the body parts. And let us also learn what are the functions that are performed by the skeleton system. The skeleton system is the framework of the bones that is present inside our body. There are different types of bones that are present in our body. Most of the bones that are present, that are found in our body, they are hard in nature. But some bones are there which are soft in nature and helps in providing flexibility to the parts where they are present. For example, cartilage that are present in our ears, they are soft bone. These cartilages are flexible in nature. Because of which it provides flexibility to the pinna portion of our ear. A very interesting fact is that when a child is born, inside his or her body there is presence of 305 bones. But when a person grows older and becomes adult, the number of bones reduces and only 206 bones are present in them. This is because when a child is born, inside their body there are many types of bones which are made up of cartilage. When they grow older, this bone fuse together and it forms only 206 bones inside the adult body. So this is an interesting fact about the bones. Now, let us come to the different types of bones that are present inside our body and let us try to learn about the functions that are performed by them. The longest bone that is present inside our human body is the thigh bone, which we call it as the femur. The thigh bone occupies a space from our hip to the knee portion. Now let's come to the next type of bone. If we see our finger, if we touch our finger, we will be able to feel that there are presence of small fragments of bones. These small fragments of bones that are present in our hand, in our palm, we call it as the carpels. Now let's come to the next bone. The next bone that we are going to discuss is the one that is present in our chest cavity. When we feel our chest, we will be able to feel that there is presence of bones. These bones that is present in our chest form a case-like structure and we call these bones as the rib cage. There are presence of 12 pairs. This rib cage provides protection to the internal organs that are present in the chest cavity, for example, lungs and heart. So, the rib cage is providing a protection for the internal organs. Now, let us come to the next type of bone. The next bone that we are going to discuss is the vertebral column, which we also call it as the backbone. The backbone occupies a space from the neck portion up to our waist portion. This backbone is made up of small 33 bones. Each and every bones that is present in the backbone, we call them as the vertebrae. The vertebrae, inside it, there is a presence of a hollow structure through which the spinal cord runs. This vertebrae provides protection to the spinal cord. And above that, it also helps in making our body erect. So these are about the vertebral column. Now let us come to the next bone that is present inside our body. The next bone that we are going to discuss about is the shoulder bone. When we feel our shoulder, you will be able to feel that there is presence of a curved bone here. This curved bone is known as the shoulder bone. The shoulder bone also provides a framework to the body of a person. Now, let's come to the next bone. The next bone is known as the pelvic bone and it is present at the hip portion. The structure of the hip area is provided by the help of this pelvic bone. Now, let's come to the next type of bone. The next bone is the skull. The skull is a hard bony box that provides protection to the brain. The skull is made up of small plate-like structures which are joined together by the help of immovable joints. This skull provides protection to the brain. This skull not only provides protection to the brain but also provides protection to different other organs that are present in the head portion of our human body. Now let's come to the smallest bone that is present inside the human body. The smallest bone that is present inside the human body is known as sclera, and it is present inside the human ears. So these are the things related to the bones that are present inside our human body. Now, let us see how the human body performs the body movement by the help of skeleton and the muscles. The movement of different parts of the human body is performed by the help of skeletal system as well as the muscular system. Let us see how this movement is performed. Suppose we are thinking of moving our hand. If we try to fold our hand, at that time, two muscles that are present in two different parts of our arm aches. And because of that, it helps in the movement of this body part. If we are thinking of folding our hand, then at that time, the muscle that is present at the upper part of our arm, which is known as the bicep, contracts. At the same time, the muscle that is present in the lower portion of our arm, which is known as the tricep, relax. Because of that reason, the bones that is present in the lower portion of our arm, it has been pulled towards us and it falls. But when we think of opening our arm, at the time, the bicep muscle relax while that of the tricep muscle contract. Because of which the bone that is present here, it has been pulled downward, because of which our hands fall upward. So in this way, different parts of our body performs the process of moving. Let us take one another example. Suppose we think of bending our body in this direction. At that time, the muscle that is present on this side of our body will relax, while that of the muscle that is present on this side of the body will contract. Because of which our body falls in this direction. But if we want to come back to our original position, the muscle that are present on this side will contract, while that of the muscle that is present on this side will relax. So it is not that the muscle present only in one part helps in the movement of the body. When we think of moving a particular part of our body, two different muscles present at two different parts of that area will help in the movement of the body parts. So this is about how the movement of the body parts takes place. So these are the things that are related to the movement of the human body parts. Now, let us come to the movement that are performed by different other animals. The first animal that we are going to take out is the earthworm. When we observe the body structure of an earthworm, we will be able to see that there are presence of small ring-like structure. Inside their body, there are presence of numerous numbers of ring-shaped muscles. These muscles contract and expand to help in the movement of the earthworm. If the muscle that is present in a particular part contracts, the muscle that is present on other parts will expand or relax. So the continuous contraction and the expansion of these ring-shaped muscles helps the earthworm to move forward. So in this way, the earthworm performs the movement of their body parts. Now, let us come to the next animal. The next animal that we are going to take out is the snail. When we see the structure of a snail, the snail have a flat muscular structure. The down portion of this snail is flat and it can move, it can expand and contract. So the contraction and the expansion of these flat smooth muscles that is present at the downward portion of their body, which are in contact with other substance, helps in the movement of this snail. So this is about the movement of the snail. Now let us pick up the next animal. The next animal that we are going to take out is an insect known as cockroach. Cockroach, the movement that is performed in their body is done by the help of two muscles. One that is present near to the upper wing, which is known as the breast muscle, and another one that is present near to the leg portion. The breast muscle helps in the movement of the wings and help them to fly from one place to another place, while that of the muscle that is present near to the leg, when they contract and expand, they help in the movement of their legs, and because of which they are able to run or walk on any surface. So this is about the movements in case of the cockroach. Now let us come to the another animals. The next animal that we are going to take out is the birds. Birds, inside their body, different features, different adaptations are developed so that they can fly as well as they can walk. Inside their body, the forelimbs, that is, the two legs or the two limbs that are present in the front portion of their body, they are modified into wings. These wings help the bird to fly. Above this, the hind limb, that are the legs of the bird, helps them to move, to hop from one place to another. For the bird to fly, they need a light body. The light body is provided by the help of hollow bones. The bones that are present in other animals, they are not hollow, means inside the bones there is presence of a fluid-like structure. But in case of the birds, the bones that are present inside their body, they are hollow. Nothing is present inside the bones. So these hollow bones provide a light body structure to the birds, because of which the birds are able to fly easily. Now, let's come to the next animal. The next animal is the fish. The fish are aquatic animals. That means they live in water. So their body is designed in such a way that their body can reduce the friction that is developed by the water. So in order to reduce the friction developed by the water, the body of the fish is designed to have a streamlined body. When we say streamlined body, it means having a pointed end or pointed tip. So when we see the body structure of a fish, the body structure is pointed at the tip portion. Above this, the presence of the fins and the tail helps in the movement of the body of this fish. The movement that is performed by the fish is done by changing their body posture or their body structure. Let us see how the body structure is changed. When we observe carefully a fish swimming in water, we will be able to see that the body structure of the fish changes continuously when they move. So when they move in this way, the tail used to push the body forward. So the body of this fish changes continuously in order to push their body forward, and it helps them to swim forward. So this is the way how the fish swim. So when they are moving forward, it is not only the tail that is helping the body to push forward, the fins also helps in moving the body forward. The fins push the water backward, and at the time the body of this fish will be pushed forward. So in this way, the fish performs the movement and swims in water. Now let us take up the next animal. The next and the last animal that we are going to discuss in this chapter and in this video class is the snake. The snake have a long backbone, and the backbones are connected with small thin muscles. These thin muscles perform the contraction and the expansion of the body parts and helps in the movement of the body of the snake. When you observe the movement of the snake never moves in a straight line. They used to curl up their body and they used to move. While moving, the muscles that are present connecting with the backbone perform contraction and expansion. Above that, this body, when they are curling up, they used to push the remaining parts of the body forwards and helps in the movement of the body. So, the contraction and expansion of the muscles as well as the curling of the body parts helps in pushing the body of the snake forward. So, in this way, the snake perform the movement of their body. So, these are the things that are related to this chapter. So, with this, we come to the end of this chapter, and in the next video class, we will take up a new chapter. So for today, let us wind up here, dear students. Thank you.